Hello and welcome to the call. Today's date is the 1st of November. It's just after 4 o'clock New York time. My name's Paul Davis. I'm the Field Operations and Strategy Manager here at Avazoo. Dave's not with us today. He's been to the doctor's, had a little procedure. He's okay. He's just feeling a bit sore and is unable to join us this evening. So just going to be a quick call, a couple of updates for you. The mascot competition is now finished. It finished yesterday. Thank you to everybody that has put in a name and suggestions for it. I've spent most of today going through them all and cataloguing all the names and everything. So I'm going to whittle that down, and probably by next week, maybe the week after, we'll have a list of names that we're going to be putting forward for a public vote. Also with that, we'll be having the characters and everything like that alongside there as well, and we will build something fantastic together, and we'll hopefully see him all in his glory sometime in the future on the websites, in the advertising, and most of all at the raffle itself, at the live event. So something to look forward to and be excited about. The $1,000 up to $25,000 pool is now finished, but we have extended the $100,000 pool, so you can still get your 3 entries to get into the $100,000 pool. So there's still time. This has been extended now to the 5th of November. The reason for that is we asked for an extension because we are going to be putting our crypto payment platform under maintenance today. So we thought it'd only be fair to extend it. The other payment platform is open, so they can still pay by credit or debit card. It's just the crypto one which is going down for maintenance for the servers. So that's going to be down anywhere between sort of like 24 and 48 hours, we hope. We just need to do a few updates on there. Elias is with us today. So how are you doing, Elias? I'm going to bring you on.
Hello, Paul. How are you?
I'm good, my friend. I'm going to ask a little favor from you because obviously I don't speak Spanish, and I know we have people from the Spanish community on. I've had a few of them send suggestions through for the mascot, which is interesting because I don't speak Spanish, so I've had to put that through my translator to see what it actually said. But if you could please tell them that the competition is now closed and thank them for me, I'd appreciate it.
Ok, no problem. Hola, hola, muy buenas tardes. ¿Qué tal? ¿Cómo están? Bueno, primero de todo vamos a confirmar con ustedes que ya la competencia o el concurso para la mascota de Avazoo ya terminó, ya tenemos nombres, tenemos lista de personajes, tenemos todo, y más adelante vamos a sacar una lista de todos los nombres que están. Entonces ya se terminó esto. Supuestamente también lo del $1,000 ya terminó, lo del $25,000 ya terminó la promoción, pero extendimos lo del $100,000. Cuando usted obtenga o vende 3 boletos, ya va a entrar a la piscina del $100,000. Entonces, esa es la información que actualizamos hasta el día de hoy. Pendiente por más información ahora. Gracias. Okay, Paul.
Thank you, Elias. Appreciate it. Okay, guys. So we've got upcoming calls this week. We've got Kelly that's going to be doing her call tomorrow. So that's going to be tomorrow evening. That's going to be going over team building and building up the AAPs and things like that. And she's also going to go over the presentation that Dave's done for the last couple of weeks. Reasons to be part of Avazoo and things like that. Also, the very important Saturday call. You know what Dave's like. He's always got something up his sleeve. As one door closes, we open up another one. And I'm sure there's going to be another door that's going to be opening up for you, all you guys. Because we are wanting to sell tickets. We've had a fantastic uptake in ticket sales, which is good news for everybody because it means that we're every day getting one step closer to the draw itself. And that's what the ultimate goal is, to get there to the draw. So please keep up the hard work. Keep pressing these banners out to everybody, making sure that the word's getting spread, because the most important thing is the mission of Avazoo and getting these funds to the people when they need them. And we can only do that with your guys' help by spreading the word. So yeah, it's only going to be a short call. Like I said, keep an eye out in the CRC for the calendar to see all the call times for all the upcoming calls. We've got Jim Wagner that's going to be coming on and doing the non-profit calls on a Wednesday. We've got Kirk that's going to be doing AAP calls on a Wednesday as well. And then obviously we've got our update calls on Monday, Wednesday, and a Saturday for all you guys with Dave or myself. You know, we're all working hard and striving hard to make sure that we're getting everything done for you guys. The wheel game finished last night. The new game's up, so make sure you're getting in there and spinning. There was a slight little technical issue. We are aware of it. We spotted it last night within an hour of the game going live. So some people, their spins went on to last week's. We've corrected that now. We're going through and making sure that anyone that did spin, the points that they got onto last week's got taken away, and they'll get the capability spinning again. Hopefully we've not missed anyone. We got everyone, but if you are finding you're missing spins, let us know. We'll check your account and we'll credit you the extra spins if it's needed. If you could repeat that, Elias, that'd be fantastic.
Yes, that's why I was waving. Ok, otra cosa, el juego de la semana terminó y hoy empezó una nueva. Si hay unas personas que, por ejemplo, salió para ellos un número y no se calculó este número en las vueltas, por favor, mandan a soporte, porque detectaron ayer un problema y ya están trabajando en esto. Entonces, si pasa lo mismo en esta semana, por ejemplo, si usted, por decir, salió un número de 10,000 y no se calculó adentro del balance o dentro del total, por favor, mande a soporte para que ellos revisan esto. Gracias. Ok, Paul.
All right, thank you. Keep an eye in your dashboard for your notifications, because we're going to start utilizing this more and more and more, because we know that emails, they can go into your junk mail, you can miss them. You know, everything that we send out in emails is backtracked. So we know when the emails get opened, we know when you click on things, and we're seeing quite a trend of people opening emails a couple of days late, even up to a week late. And unfortunately, the clickable options there, you miss, and you know you don't really get the opportunities that you should get. So we're going to be utilizing the notifications in your dashboards, because you know we're putting specialist banners up in the apps now, so you're going to be getting additional spins, so you should be going into your dashboard to go and spinning the wheel every day. So it's only natural that when you're there, you can just click on announcements or the notification at the top, and you can see which notifications are coming up. So it's all good there. It's hoping that we can communicate effectively with everyone, that you're not going to miss something, because the last thing we want any of you guys to do is miss out on an opportunity that we present to you. I'll leave you to translate that one. I'll just see what Julie's saying.
No problem. Ok, otra cosa también muy importante es estar pendiente en el dashboard. Recuerda, en tu cuenta, en el dashboard o en la oficina virtual, sale avisos o anuncios. Entonces siempre queda pendiente con los anuncios el que sale en el dashboard. Y si usted está haciendo el juego día a día, entonces automáticamente usted está entrando al dashboard y usted puede ver los mensajes. Sale un pop-up así con un mensaje nuevo, o sale, por ejemplo, arriba en la página, o puede ir a anuncios y puede ver todos los anuncios el que tenemos. Es muy importante estar pendiente en esto, ¿verdad? Ya que usted está entrando cada día al dashboard, no está mal que usted puede ver anuncios y los mensajes pendientes, porque vamos a estar usando esto más que cualquier otra cosa. También queda pendiente en el CRC. Ok, Paul.
Thank you, Elias. Okay, Julie, I'd seen your comment saying you'd done your 5 spins and it didn't show up on your scoreboard. I'll have a look into that for you to see what's going on, and I will speak to the people on the help desk to make sure you get a message back about that. Again, we do all this stuff in house, the majority of it, and we work very hard. But it's one of these things where we seem to be spinning plates. I don't know if a lot of people will get that analogy, but we've got all the plates going here, but then the first plate starts to wobble. So when we fix something, something else breaks. I'm sure Elias understands it better than anyone with the coding. You think you cover everything. You're trying to get other things because obviously we're trying to launch the monthly games and the daily games and things like that. But we need so many different things talking to each other so it works properly. So when you share a banner, we want to make sure that you get your free entries that account to a spin. But when you share a specialist banner, we want to make sure that you get your spin. So, we've got to make sure that there's many different things talking to each other to make sure that every aspect is working for you guys to make it run smooth. And, as we get bigger and bigger and bigger and we come up with more and more and more ideas, the tech team keep pulling the hair out and going, okay, we can do that, but it's going to take time. And, it's just one of these things because it's not just a case of plug and play. We've got to make sure that all aspects of all the dashboards, the free entry accumulators are working, that it's going over to the spin boards, that the spins are being added to the boards, that the points are working correctly on the leaderboards, that the spin again works correctly, the loser turn works correctly. And it's not just a case of once you built it once, that's it, because it's a daily game and the rules are different on that because you're going to be getting a spin a day, 5 spins a day. You're going to be able to get additional spins for selling a ticket. Again, with the monthly board, we've got to make sure that all aspects of it work and it all talks to each other. And again, we get everything working and then we add something else and it breaks something at the beginning. We got to go back to the beginning and make sure that it all talks to each other. And, hats off to the tech team. Roy, he's the tech team leader. He's got a list as long as you can imagine for things that we want to be doing, things that we want the system to be doing, all the new things that we're introducing with the ability to be able to advertise other companies in the app. We've had, I know Elias has been testing for us and we've had some of you other guys testing as well, where Justin's taken the time to put specialist banners up in your areas. So you can see that they pop up when you're in a certain circumference or radius of the establishment. All this is coding. And it's just a case of we need to make sure that everything works because it's not just one aspect. It might be one aspect for you guys, but for us guys, it's like 20 things to make this one thing work. So please just bear with us. We've got to make sure. I know that there's been some people having an issue with the app on Android. We are working on this. Android have done a update in their software system, so the newer phones now are saying that it's not suitable for the latest software on their handsets. So we are working on this. We have got a workaround at the moment, but we're working on to get it all updated. But again, it's a process. It's not just a case of flicking a switch. We've got to actually send it into Android to make sure that it's going to work properly. They have to sign off on it before it gets uploaded onto the Android store. Same with iOS. Before it goes onto the App Store, we need to make sure that it's all covered and done. I'm sure, again, Elias knows more about this than I do. I'm learning a lot every day. Again, Elias, if you could translate some of that.
No problem.
I hope you understand it all.
No problem, my friend, no problem. Ok. Bueno, ustedes saben que todo lo que estamos haciendo, a veces hay un problema por aquí, por allá, en programación, por ejemplo, en el juego, en cualquier lugar, en el sistema completo de Avazoo. Eso es programación. Entonces, a veces hay un problema en algún lugar arreglamos este problema, pero por la programación, por mi experiencia de la programación, puede ser que agregamos un código o algo, algún script que afectó otra área. Entonces, puede generar otro problema. Siempre estamos haciendo pruebas y arreglar por aquí y por allá para tener el sistema completamente al 100%. Y déjame decirle algo, como programador yo digo a ustedes que nunca va a tener un programa al 100%, porque siempre hay factores nuevos, siempre hay variables nuevas que puede afectar la toma de decisiones adentro del programa, porque recuerdan, esto es programa lógico y se hace las cosas en base a variables, en base a entradas, a inputs de la gente y todo esto. Entonces, estamos en esto, estamos tratando de tener todo a la perfección. Otra cosa, posiblemente en estos días, el último 2 días, posiblemente hay personas, la aplicación está fallando con ellos. Ya sabemos sobre esto, porque en especial Android, porque Android hizo una actualización y no está compatible con la aplicación. Entonces estamos trabajando en esto, ya sabemos sobre esto y estamos trabajando con el equipo técnico para hacer la actualización necesaria para Android. Okay, Dave.
I've changed people now.
Sorry, Paul.
See, you're so used to Dave being here.
I know
I've nearly got the same hairstyle as him.
I'm used to that. By the way, I have a question, technical question, maybe for you and for Justin. I sent the question yesterday to Dave, but I didn't get an answer, and now I know why. So I need to clear something. I'm not sure about this concerning the free entries and the app. For example, we have two banners. Each one have 2 free entries. So once we share these banners, I will get, or anyone will get these 2 free entries. That's normal. But now when there is a specialty banner, you say that, okay, this banner will give you 1 spin and 2 free entries. Suppose that this guy or this person who shares that banner will get 1 free entries and 1 free spin and 2 entries. But what's happening is this: the free entries are added to the total balance of the free entries overall, but it's not added to the total free entries calculating the 40. Remember, for each 40, you should have 1 free spin. Now, these banners, the specialty banners, it will give you the 1 spin, but it will not give you the 2 free entries for the 40 that for the games.
Correct.
That's correct, like this?
That is correct, because we at the moment only have the 4 social medias. So for sharing that 1 specialty banner, you are receiving 4 spins, because it is 1 spin per social media.
Yeah.
That's how it should work.
Yeah.
So we made the decision that you are not going to be able to, what we're going to call, double dip on it. So you'll still get the free entries that will count towards your free entry total.
The balance, yeah.
It will not count towards the spinning on the wheel.
Okay. That's clear things up, because I have been calculating and testing for the last 3 days.
No.
And it's not happening. I said
that's how it should be working. It should be working like that. We did have a few issues where people were getting both. We noticed it. Again, coding, testing, and things like that. You guys have got to realize that it's not just one program. Okay, everything, like your referral codes, everything works on your referral codes. So when we're putting banners and everything up, the way we need it to work is if it's a banner for Avazoo, okay, it's going to have your referral code embedded. So when you put that banner up and they click on that link, it will either take them through to avazoo.com, and then if you go and purchase a ticket, your referral code should be automatically embedded in the sign up. So it'll come up and it'll say referred by Elias. Okay. Or it's going to take them to your landing page. So when we go to the landing page, it brings up your picture and it says Elias. Okay. If it's a specialist banner, the specialist banner technically is not going to have anything to do with Avazoo in the future. You're still going to be able to get the additional free spin, but the specialist banners have been designed for the sale and advertisement for the other companies. Okay. So this is why we're testing them. This is why we're asking you guys. So we're testing it by giving you guys the spins and things like that, because eventually it'll only be spins that you get off the banner. Okay. Because you're going to be advertising the restaurant down the street from you. So when they click on that banner on your website, it's not going to bring them to avazoo.com. It's not going to bring them to your landing page. It's going to take them to your restaurant's booking page or website. Okay. So we are in the testing phase. I know Dave said it a few times, but we are in the testing phase of the specialist banners, and that's the way it's going to be designed. So you guys are going to start seeing more and more and more banners coming into your apps. We're always going to have the banners in there that aren't going to be the specialist ones, which are going to take you through to either a sign-up page for an AAP for a call, or it's going to take you through to a non-profit sign-up page for a call, or it's going to take you to the corporation sign-up page for a call, or it's going to take you to the sponsorship page for a call. You know, that's the way it's going to be designed. On those ones, they're going to be Avazoo specialist banners. But then we're going to have the ones where you guys are going to be able to go out to your local businesses and sell the advertising. And that way, you're going to be getting an additional spin and entries adding to your main balance. But the reason we're doing it is because the banners, as you'll understand, Elias, are going to be geolocated. So the reason being, if someone, because you and your team, you know, and Kelly and her team, you're very proactive. So I can imagine you guys are going to be going out and getting a lot of banners for advertising for these other companies. The problem is we've always tried to keep everything fair and on a fair playing field throughout Avazoo. Okay. So because it's geolocated, we didn't think it was fair that if someone's traveling around, they're getting all the free entries, getting additional spins and getting extra spins by the accumulation of the spins adding up because of the number of entries. You know, I'm sure you can understand that, because people might be traveling and things like that. Again, it's as fair as we can make it. Okay. It's not going to be 100% fair all the way across the board. It's impossible for us to do that under the model that we've got, but we can try and make it as fair as possible. So if you're in a big city, you might find that you've got 15 specialist banners. You're going to be able to go in there and share those banners and get all the additional spins. And, you know, they'll be going into the weekly game, which is free for everyone to play. That's why the weekly game is going to stay free. Okay. We thought about this long and hard, had many, many hours of discussion. The weekly game is always going to stay free. It's the other stuff that we're going to be doing, like the daily game and the monthly game. This is why we're doing all the testing and things like that, because we'll have banners in there. And obviously we got the subscription where you're able to open up more banners and so on and so forth. So we have got a timeline and a goal in mind. Again, we've just got to test it, because depending on where we want to send things and do things, you know, it's how much work do we want to take on, what we're going to hand over to you guys. Are we going to make it so once a business has signed up, they've got their own dashboard where they can go in and they have so much access to be able to put their own banners in there, you know? So we're building these programs out. It's taking a bit of time to do, but, you know, all I can say is be patient with us. But we're trying to keep it as fair as possible for every player that's going to be playing in the games. So, yes, if it's a specialist banner, you will get a spin. You'll get your free entries onto your main balance, but it will not count towards any spins in any game.
Okay, thanks for clearing that.
That is fine. I hope everyone understands and, you know, appreciates it. If you, like I said, if you're in a big city, you could end up with 15 banners around the city because someone's gone out and got 15 companies to come on board. It's one of these things where do we draw the line? we've got to try and have some sort of equilibrium between all players because we want it all to be fair. But again, I always say you get out of Avazoo what you put into Avazoo. If you're here to just come and play in the games, come play in the games, be part of the raffle. But if you want to make a difference, there's opportunities inside Avazoo to make a difference, which is go out and get the referrals, get into the $50 million pool, you had the opportunity last week to have a triple shot. And, some people have taken advantage of it and some people haven't. And I'm surprised that some people haven't taken more advantage of it because you had the $25,000 where we were giving $1,000 per ticket sign up. You also had the $100,000 pool, which also counted where you needed 3 ticket sign-ups. And you got the $50 million pool where it all counts. So for one ticket, you get yourself into 3 different programs. That was an absolute no-brainer. And like I said, we had an absolute fantastic uptake on there. We've extended the 100,000 one because obviously we're shutting down the crypto platform because the guys need to work on that, on the updating the servers, getting more things to talk. Because again, Dave's very upfront. We're gearing up for the new virtual card and the payment wallets and everything like that. And it takes time to get all these things talking to each other. And again, it's on individual basis. So we need to make sure that referral codes and everything's got to work. So we build stuff in staging, move it over to production. But we're in staging at the minute where we're testing, but we need to pull down the servers so we can test it properly before we actually make it go fully live for everyone. If we don't do that, then when we go live, we have major problems. And again, Elias, I know you're around. I'm sure you can understand 100%, the process of what we've got to be doing. And again, it might be disruptive for you guys for the 24 hours, the 48 hours, however long it's going to be. But you've got to realize that when we come up to these points, this has been weeks of work to get to the point we're at now, to bring on these new programs, to bring on, the spinning wheel and things like that. We talk about things a lot, but it's not just a case of having an idea. It's making that idea a reality, and it's not just a case of flicking a switch. We've got to build the coding. We've got to make sure that everything talks to each other. It couldn't, for you guys to spin that wheel, you think it's just a case of clicking on that one button. But we need to be speaking to the app to make sure that the free entries are coming across correctly. We need to be speaking to the leaderboards. We need to be speaking to the back office. We need to be speaking to your dashboards. We need to be updating everyone else's dashboards. We need to be taking your names. We need to make sure that the wheel's spinning correctly for everyone, that it's reloading for everyone. And it's just an ongoing process.
Everything should be synchronized all together.
Yeah, it has to be. And, I know and I appreciate we are a global entity and we have people from all over the world. And I know the time zone's a sticky point with a lot of people, but we have to have it under one time zone. We are going to be working on it. We're always looking at the next version of things, and people have been here for a long time. Elias, you've been here for as long as I can remember. You can see what the dashboard was to what it is now, and you can see the improvements we've made. Yeah. And there's more things in the workings in the background, but again, it's weeks and weeks and weeks of coding. Weeks of building, weeks of testing. You think about modern technology, the companies that build any sort of technological appliance, the stuff that they're releasing this year, they were working on 2 years ago.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's the same for everything. It takes time, development, research, and that's what we're doing now. Everything's got to be built. And, it's not just a case of we come up with an idea today and it's working tomorrow.
Yeah, That's true, 100%. You know, you make something and you make it better and better and better and better and better and so on. So let's say you make version 1, then you have to have version 2, version 3, version 4 of the same application, but it's better every time.
Yeah, it is. And again, hat off to the tech team. They do fantastic job. Roy works so hard, and again, the list that we have for him doesn't get any shorter. In fact, it grows daily because he will work on things in the background and he will surprise us with some things because he's like, oh, I thought this would work well and this will do this. And then we'll look at it and we'll go, yeah, that's fantastic. But could you make it do this? Can it do that? And then he goes back to the drawing board and, adds these elements into it. And we're always striving to improve. And, it's like projects we've got on at the minute, CRC, we're looking at doing the project with the CRC. We're wanting to redesign the landing pages. You look at the website development that we've done, where we're on what version 4.3 or something like that, the actual website itself, because we keep changing the style of the website, improving the website. Some information isn't as current as it could be, and we change the information on there, and everything just keeps changing and changing. Times change, every day is not the same. Somewhere in the world, there's always something happening. And we want to, be there and be able to bring this information to you guys. And we're just working hard and harder to make sure that we're getting there. And this is the reason why we've not pushed Avazoo as far as we could have pushed Avazoo, because we're what's the way to phrase it? We're the masters of our own destiny. The only problem is we keep changing our bloody minds. So the reason we change our minds is because we change our minds because we see something and we go, that'll be a great idea. And then that goes into development. And then we were like, we want this to be working properly before we start pushing the marketing. But we're at the stage now where we've had our last official start date, which was the 15th of October. And we're pushing it now. You're going to start seeing marketing being done. This is why we're bringing out the app and everything like that, and everything's just going full steam, being pushed. So now's the time, guys. This is why we've come up with the $50 million pool. This is why we've been offering the money for the sales, because we want to be pushing. Because every day now we want to be taking a step closer. We want to be doing the draw early next year. And, we want to be meeting you guys. We want to meet the family and have you guys all come out to us and be at the event. But I've not seen any other questions. I'm pretty sure that says from Sylvie there that if you've got any questions, send it through to info@avazoo.com. You can also hit up help desk as well and submit a ticket through to help desk. Kelly, going back to a question you asked, the mascot competition finished yesterday. I've been having a look today. It's going to take me a few days to compile everything because there's lots and lots of information coming. I'm going to whittle down the names and then I'm going to put it all up for a public vote. So watch this space. I'm hoping to have it done by next week, the week after at the latest. It all depends on how busy I am doing testing and getting other bits and pieces together, because we just work endlessly and tirelessly and make sure we got each other's backs. But unless there's any other questions or anything like that, I'm going to draw this call to a close. I've not seen any other questions, Justin. Is there anything come up that I missed?
I'm looking also, but I don't see any new one.
Kelly, you never have to apologize to me. You know these calls go up and watch. You've not really missed anything. But yeah, I'm going to draw this call to a close. We will see you on the training calls that you got with Kelly tomorrow. and make sure you're checking the CRC for the information for that. Make sure you're checking your notifications. Make sure you're sharing the banners. Make sure you're spreading the word, and make sure you're on the call on Saturday. Okay, guys. Love to you all. See you all again soon.